Okay, everybody, it's time for you, your mom, your grandpa, your weird uncle. It's time for everyone to get their wallets ready because the iPhone 15 is coming very soon. Or is it? iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, and of course the Pro models, iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, and even some new Apple Watches are getting ready to take our money in September. Maybe. That's right, brand new iPhones and that sweet new Series 9 Apple Watch will be here in just a couple months and some change. At least that's what our neighborhood goblin, Mark Gurman, says in his Power On newsletter. Mark tells us, in his very goblin way, the company is gearing up for its busy season. It's set to announce the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro lines in September alongside new Apple Watches. Now, of course, if you are an Apple fan already and you pay attention even just a little bit, then this isn't news per se. Like, this happens every September. I mean, wow! Apple's having a secret event! How could Mark know this? He must be disguised as Tim Cook's couch when he's not writing Bloomberg stuff. But for real, Apple will be announcing new iPhones in September, but notice how I said announcing. Because, well, at least according to one of my sources, the Pro models are delayed. Yep, that's right. I'm hearing iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max have actually been delayed. I haven't been told why, but I'm hearing that the release for both Pro models is actually coming and happening in October. And there's even some internal worrying happening about the regular models too, so 15 and 15 Plus. There are internal worries about that, but as of yet, those have not been delayed, like, officially. Wait a minute, John! Are you leaking stuff again? I mean, I don't know. Who's to say, really? If you have information, if you're watching right now and you have information, I am accepting sources through Signal and Signal only. So if you have information, you want to share it with me so I can share it on this show, then connect with me there and yeah, we'll see what happens. So announcement is still happening in September, as far as I know. But the Pro models, at least the Pro models, delayed a whole other month. Let's talk about Apple Watch. Now, we don't really know a ton about Apple Watch Series 9, but we can expect it. We can expect to get it. Be ready for it to do Apple Watch stuff. Maybe look a little different, maybe not. Who knows? Same old, same old. Don't get me wrong, I love all Apple Watches, but I'm not super excited about Series 9. I am an Apple Watch Ultra boy now, okay? I cannot be tamed by regular people normie Apple Watches any longer. Mine has a flat display. Look at it. Look at it! But speaking of Apple Watch Ultra, I'm also hearing that we are not getting a new one this year. So I know there's been some speculation back and forth. Are we getting one? Are we not? Same source that told me iPhone Pro and Pro Max are delayed also said Apple Watch Ultra not in the cards this year. Talking iPhone event, though, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be anyone's first rodeo here. In fact, we just put out a video full of all that stuff. Like, if you want to know about just iPhone 15 lineup, the last episode, we covered all of that. But if, like, you can't be bothered to watch that, here's a quick recap. 15. Ah, yes, the number 15. It is mathematically higher than 14, so that's how you know it's better. The iPhone 15 will be an iPhone, so that makes it good. iPhone 15 Pro Max, big and large. Final note, courage. And hey, speaking of courage, I'm about to put a sponsor read right here. That's right, I'm going to make you watch an ad. You can't leave, you can't skip it. You think you can skip it, but you cannot. I will not allow it. Here it comes. Hey there, Toilet Squad. So yeah, summer's here. You college kids are out enjoying your break, relaxing, chilling, but you should probably start to look into getting prepared again. The grind never stops, and that's why today's episode is sponsored by Software Keep. Software Keep is your neighborhood Microsoft certified one-stop shop for all your Microsoft Office and antivirus needs. And I'm not joking, pal. See these prices? Software Keep is offering you 100% legit Microsoft Office software suites for Windows and Mac at massive discounts. 30% off? Sure. 40% off? You bet your sweet bottom. At this point, buying your Office software through other retailers is basically just Throwing your money away, guys. And I know you probably heard of quite a few of these services, which is why I need to stress to you that this one is in fact legit. Like I said, Microsoft certified, over 200,000 customers served, 100,000 reviews worldwide, and 100,000 five-star reviews. So you can feel safe knowing SoftwareKeep has your back. And not only does SoftwareKeep offer the best prices to solve your Microsoft Office needs, they even offer better support for same products versus Microsoft. SoftwareKeep has your back 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with tech support, and they even offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Try buying Microsoft Office from a traditional store and see what kind of support you get. Hint. You don't get any. And if all this wasn't convincing enough, SoftwareKeep has such confidence in our lovely audience, that's you, that they want to give you guys an additional 20% off for being front page tech people. Just use code FPT20. I know, kind of crazy. Head over to SoftwareKeep using the link in the description and snag the software you need at the prices you want. And of course, thanks to SoftwareKeep for sponsoring this episode. And welcome back from that ad that I know you didn't skip. Anyway, going back to Gurman, the goblin thing, in his report talking about the September event, he also mentioned another sneaky, snazzy October event. Yes, it's true. We're getting another event after September, because after September comes the month of October, which would make it an October Apple event. And at said October Apple event, we are getting, according to Mark Gurman, wait for it, Macs. New Mac computers. Please clap.
Please clap.
Apple just finished unleashing the least airy MacBook of all time, the 15-inch one. And we finally got a chance to see just how underwhelming an Apple Silicon Mac Pro really is. And since we just got those in June at WWDC, Mark thinks we could see something just a titch different. The October launch could feature the first Macs with M3 chips. October is too early for new high-end MacBook Pros or desktops, so the first beneficiaries of the new chip would be the next iMac. I'm sorry, iMac? Also a 13-inch MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro. Okay, cool. But for real, did he say iMac? Did I read that right? Also, for those who care, Mark has some sad news about anyone who wants a new iPad in October. I wouldn't expect any major upgrades until the M3 iPad Pros with OLED screens arrive next year. Yep, sucks to be you. Anyone that uses iPads that is not the iPad mini, which is the perfect iPad and the best iPad that has ever iPadded in the history of iPads. Going back to the Mac stuff though, yeah, that is definitely a maybe possible thing that could happen. I would love to see a new iMac because the iMacs they just slap on it. But a new 13-inch MacBook Pro? Oh, Apple. I think we should just let that guy die, huh? It's time, Tim. You gotta learn to let go, all right? He'll be fine. Just let that 13-inch with the touch bar just drift off peacefully into the sunset. As an illustration, here is what that would look like. 13-inch MacBook Pro riding off into the sunset. You saw it here first, folks. You know, come to think of it, I would also like Tim to send me over the sunset. How would he do it, you think? Do you think he would take me out back of Apple Park with a shotgun, like Old Yeller? Or would he, send me over a waterfall with my sword and shield, like Boromir from Lord of the Rings? I pick both.